I'm an ex-police officer who fought Anthony Joshua. Now I guard famous celebrities. He was a police officer who became a heavyweight boxer. And now he makes a living guarding celebrities. It's fair to say there aren't too many people knocking about who are like Jason Gavin, standing at 6 feet 2 inches tall but with a huge frame that somehow belies his already significant stature. The 46-year-old has lived a life unlike most. Gavin started out as a cop in Scranton, Pennsylvania. He spent 8 years on the force, including a stint on the SWAT team, which resolves critical incidents involving a threat to public safety that can't be handled by traditional first responders. Naturally, he then gave it all up, including his retirement and pension, to become a boxer. Gavin didn't put on a set of gloves until the age of 20. He was inspired to take up boxing as a form of extra protection out on the street, and it all rolled on from there. Little did Gavin know that one trip to the boxing gym would result in him becoming one of the foremost heavyweights in America, taking on the likes of Anthony Joshua, Deontay Wilder and Michael Sprott. Now, aged 46, he's a protection officer for celebrities. Speaking to Daily Star Sport from Fort Lauderdale, Florida, Gavin opened up about his incredible life and what he's up to now. I was hired as a police officer in 1998, he begins. I was 19 years old. My whole family is in public safety. I loved it. I loved being a cop. I love meeting people and dealing with people. I have a passion for people and helping them. I was on our SWAT team for a few years, and during that time I took up boxing. I didn't put a pair of gloves on until I was 20. Ultimately, it was being in the police force and working on the streets that inspired Gavin to take up boxing. It was a decision that changed his life. Although not without sacrifice, there was a little place in the city called the Irish Boxing Club. I wanted to have something extra on the street to protect me, so I joined. Within a week I was in love. When I left the police department, I lost my retirement and my pension. I didn't put the time in where I could be retired and have that. Now I don't have that luxury, but I don't regret it one bit. Gavin quit the police department and moved to Florida to pursue a boxing career, but things didn't start off quite as planned. The heavyweight lost his first 7 fights as an amateur. Not that he enjoyed the ideal preparation. Realizing the need to dedicate his full focus to boxing, Gavin quit his job and pursued a professional career. He traveled around the world and fought huge names, including Joshua and Wilder, just before they won their respective heavyweight titles. I don't regret any of it, Gavin tells us. I had 52 fights, and I never imagined when I started that I'd go on to achieve what I did. Gavin's last professional fight came in 2016, a 4th-round defeat to David Allen. It took his record to 2-7 to 1-4, not bad for a kid from Pennsylvania. Nowadays, Gavin uses his stature and boxing experience in another occupation as a close protection officer. The former heavyweight star is, essentially, a bodyguard for celebrities and high-net-worth individuals, as Gavin himself puts it, guarding them at important events around the world. It's something that he enjoys, even if it's not quite as exciting as being a police officer or a boxer. These days, I live in Fort Lauderdale, Gavin explains. I got into executive close protection and assisting high-net-worth individuals and celebrities, traveling internationally. I was in Paris about 3 weeks ago for a fashion week. I'm doing a lot of that work. That's my main focus right now. Explaining his job further, Gavin adds, you see celebrities come out of a hotel and guys clearing the way for them. That's ultimately what I do, being a fighter. You're backstage with all of these celebs, and there's always these bodyguards around them. I thought it'd be cool to bodyguard a celeb. I had the opportunity in like 2020 and got a taste for it. I was a cop. I'm a military veteran, and I'm a protector by nature. So I thought it would be a great fit for me. I enjoy it and it's fun. It's not as exciting as being a police officer, nothing crazy. It all depends on my command presence. They can look at me and go, he's the security guard. I'm not a small guy. I'm just looking for them to know I'm there to protect someone.